Alrighty, so what you're about to watch is a video that is going to take a lot for me to upload because, one, I say we'll see probably about 150 times. Two, definitely let my emotions get the best of me in this because competitive nature is real with me. But you'll see what happens here. I want to be real on this channel. I want to take you through my actual journey of dirt track racing and learning all these things and being frustrated. And all of that. So Pops and I just got done working on these after a long day of work, and we actually got the setups correct, at least for what we are told to do. Our cross weights were completely off on this based on what we had read on the internet, but now it's based on what somebody who's actually run these karts before is telling us. So that'll be a big plus. But yeah, so enjoy the video. Kind of cringy. I say we'll see a bunch. And I get a little bit upset at the end after I get knocked out of the feature, but you'll see. And there's going to be a lot of stuff that goes on here over the next few weeks that are really going to allow for us to make better content. Dan's going to get better with controlling its competitive nature and understanding that we're not going to do very well the first few weeks. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Enjoy the video. Watch to the end. Have a good one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:45 on race day. Race number one in the Kart. It's oddly foggy, but that'll all be breaking here soon. Let's get to it. So excited for this one. We've got one cart and trailer. Mine will be going in the back of the truck. We're all ready to go here. This is going to be a really fun day. It's now 9:30. We'll be getting on the road here in a couple minutes. We'll be getting down to Toner's Lake here. Pits open at 10 or 10:30, I believe. And then they're going to have a little test and tune session before we actually hit the track for race number one. Where this kart goes today and how the setup is, I guess we'll find out. The tire prep is another thing too that we just kind of guessed on, but then again, it sounds like everybody is. I just kind of took recommendations that I had heard. And the setup itself, like I said, we'll see. We're not really sure what we're doing, especially because we haven't raced on this track with this kind of clone engine with the weight and the size and all the other things. So we'll see how this goes, but regardless, very excited to get out there. I'm excited to take you along with me. Toner's Lake Speedway, first race of the year. Getting the track set up here. Pits are getting filled as we speak. We're here pretty early, but excited to get this going. Pops and I decided to make a quick gear change, check the tire pressures, get everything ready, but didn't pull the best of pills, so we'll see how we run here. Like I said, big guessing game starting in the back. We'll see how this goes. Still be running the Clone Heavy division. There's not many karts here right now, but we'll see how it goes when we actually get out on the track. Made a little gear change here. We're all ready to get running, so let's get after it. Prep is done, track prep is done. We're all ready to go here. It looks like we're gonna have a bottom middle groove. So this will be a fun day. The sun will be lighting this thing up. It'll be real slick here towards the end, and we'll see how it rocks. All right, so hot lap session number one is in the books, and it did not go well, slipping and sliding. And after we pull off the track, that both of the engines died and got some burnt out spark plugs. So we're obviously not doing something right, but trial and error, we'll keep going here. See how she goes. All right, here we go. For heat one, Pops is starting dead last, and I'm starting third. So we'll see how this goes. Setup's not doing too well, so I don't think we're gonna do that great, but well, as one would expect with a terrible setup and terrible tires. Second to last. That's how it goes, man. Still a ton of fun to pull laps. I wish I could get some camera, in-kart camera footage, but that'll come eventually, So here they are, heat one in the books, heat two in the books, and it was an even bigger ass kicking this time around. So, alrighty, where the 3 and the 623 will be starting second to last and dead last on the grid. It's gonna be a good time. Pops and I are gonna be out there battling it out in the heat.
So for the sake of the video, I'm gonna say I meant warmth, but I definitely meant to say feature.
And we'll let those other boys do what they do up front, but we're just not there yet, and that's fine. That's fine. I was telling my dad we might even be more competitive if we got in a sprint car first, but like I said, no big deal. So we'll go out here, turn some laps. Again, sorry I can't get any footage for you, but we'll see how she looks, all right? Got Clone Lean out here for their feature. So we'll have Clone Lean, and they got juniors, and then that'll be the big Clone Buff class. see if I can get somebody to film with my phone and get some camera footage for us. We'll see.
Editing Dan here, just want to put some context to this. This is the feature. I did find somebody to record some of it. There's me in the 3. And right about here is where this guy's going to send it for the front, and Dan is going to get tossed off the track with what felt like a bigger hit than it looked like, but mostly that's because of the seat I have and it's not the right size. But that is right where the seat bolt broke. After we finally get her restacked here, we're going to send her down the front stretch, get the green, going into 1. Dan's feeling pretty good here. He leans back in the seat. It completely snaps back, and Dan just lost it. My hands pulled to the right when I was coming out of the corner and leaned back, and I just lost it. And at that point, I knew my seat was broken, and that was the end of our day.
Alrighty. Started second to last after an early caution. We got a restart. Off the restart, got absolutely smoked. Alrighty, so after a long day, I've just kind of been sitting here. I was out on the porch for a little while, just kind of hanging out and thinking. Today went better than I will ever say that it did. My competitive side definitely got the best of me today, and I can't let that happen. My quarterback side came out, and it's a lot of me wanting to do really well at everything all of the time. And especially when you're doing something that you just got into, that's not going to happen. But I did meet a lot of great people today. I learned a ton of things. I said we'll see probably a world record amount of times. But it was a really great day. My grandparents got to come out and watch me race. I got some sun. I'm a little bit sunburned. Oof. But, you know, it was a good day, and I had a lot of fun. I want to address a couple things. One of them was a couple people have asked me if the names on my cart are actual sponsors, meaning actual sponsors in like they financially support me or have services that support me. They're not that. They're sponsors in that they're good friends of mine who, Jacob Harvey has a farm, a family farm, and buddy Mitch Middendorf just bought a bunch of land, and he's farming now too. So I figured I'd throw their names on there. Gotta love the farmers. Gotta throw my friends some support, you know? So that's pretty much what that is. If you're looking to sponsor a father and son kart racing team, you know where to find me, but that's not something we're really actively looking into in that, you know, we're kart racing. We're not doing this for money. We're not doing any of this for really the big concepts of kart racing. We're doing it to turn laps. I need to turn wrenches. I need to learn a lot of things about setting something up for racing. So a kart, the smallest version of a sprint car you could find, in that I just never have done any of that. As I've said in videos prior, my dad did race modifieds. That's not a sprint car. I have a ton of friends now who are sprint car racers or involved in sprint car racing. So, you know, that just has to happen as well with karting. That's why I said in the video that we probably would have been more competitive had we have started in a sprint car than a go-kart, just because we didn't know anybody to help us. And I take that back. A good friend of ours, Pat, did reach out, and I apparently didn't see the message, but Pat's going to be helping us. Another gentleman, Jeremy Brown's going to be helping us. These are guys from back in the day at Arlington that knew my dad, that knew me when I was 9 or 10 years old. So it's really funny and pretty cool how the world comes full circle, you know, but it was really fun. I had a ton of fun out there turning laps. Those clone engines have a lot more power than I would have ever expected. And with that, and with everything I just said, this YouTube channel now is going to start to grow in terms of content. I'm going to start posting a lot more content, and it's not just going to be kart racing or, you know, Cedar Lake or Ogilvie or Jackson Speedway or Huset's, because these are all places I'll be here in the next few months. I'm also going to be doing stuff with DukeSuperstore.com, run by a good friend of mine, Mr. Matt Bowl, and we're going to be doing some really cool things there. So I'm really excited for that. That actually is something that I'm very, very excited for. So
watch what happens with that. Watch the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for everybody who's supporting me. Thank you, Mr. Matt Bowl. Thank you, Mr. Brad Peterson. Thank you, Mr. Jeremy Brown. Thank you, Pat, Mr. Nyson, all of these people who have been reaching out to me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support that I'm getting from everybody. I'm very new to all of this, but as I've stated in a few Facebook posts, I love the dirt track racing community. There are so many people who are willing to accept you and willing to help you, and there are some who aren't, but that's how it goes. You know, that's how it is in everything. That's how it is everywhere. But I've found more comfort and more of a home feeling in the dirt track racing world than I have anywhere else. So thank you so much to everybody. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. And you're going to see a lot this week. You're going to be doing a lot. And I actually know what I'm talking about now.
Let me rephrase. I kind of know.
YouTube videos will be full of actual content. So thank you so much. Have a good week. God bless.